How's it going, people? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Box to Box. The Europa League is back. The games are coming thick and fast, weekend, midweek, all of that till the World Cup starts, and we're back again. PSV at the Emirates. Don't forget, this fixture was postponed from earlier in the season. It's been placed this week, hence why the Manchester City Emirates fixture has now been postponed to the latter half of the Premier League. So we'll wait on that, but we've got a job to do in the Europa. It's the top two teams in the group, albeit we've played a game less. Both played 3 games, but Arsenal sit top with 3 wins out of 3, 9 points, and PSV sits second with 2 wins and a draw out of the 3 games played. So 2 massive ties to come, not only this Thursday, but next Thursday as well, because of the importance of finishing the group top and avoiding the Champions League teams. And not only the Champions League teams, but 2 extra games in an already packed schedule. None of us won it. So hopefully we finish first, and Mike over there wants PSV to finish first. So let me introduce my guest today. Big up Mike, PSV fan. Hope you're good, Mike.
Yes, everything good. Really excited about Thursday. And we'll see what happens.
Glad to hear it. Listen, I found Mike via Instagram. I'm going to put his details in the description below. And at the end of the show, I'll give Mike a chance to shout it out as well. Big up Mike for giving us his time. He will be back again next week for the return leg. We'll do another box to box on that. We'll touch in on the result of this one as well. But let's get into it, Mike. Both teams in pretty good form this season. Obviously, we'll start with PSV, your club. Talk to us how the season started. You managed to keep hold of Gakpo in the summer. I was someone who wanted him at Arsenal. I think a few people wanted him here, there, and everywhere. But you've kept on to him, and he started the season with flying colours.
A bit of an up and down season for us. It started really good. We beat Monaco in the Champions League. But unfortunately, Rangers knocked us out.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, a couple of losses. But now we're second, 1 point behind the Ajax. And the last 4 games, we scored 17 goals, won 4 games in a row. So that's pretty good. Yeah. And you touched on it, Gakpo. Really happy that we kept him. He'll probably leave in January. Also, if he plays good in the World Cup.
Mm-hmm. But why January? Is he in his last year now?
No, I think he has a couple of years left, but it was asked to him in an interview, and he said we'll see what happens. So I think if a big club comes in for him, he's going, to be honest.
How much do you think you're looking for him? Sorry, I'm asking, but in January, if we need a winger, I might have to make a call.
They wanted first 50 in the summer, but against Monaco and Rangers, he played a bit average because until the last week, he was thinking he was going to Man United. But then they signed Anthony. So that was a big disappointment for him. And so I think if he plays good at the World Cup, it will be maybe 60, I hope. But I think for 50, you'll get him, to be honest. Because the last couple of years, we're in a bit of trouble with money. So 50, you can get him.
50. All right. I'll let the people at Arsenal know. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, but you've got Martinelli. So
yeah, we do. But Emil Smith Rowe's out injured at the moment, so we need some competition. Yeah. But listen, Gakpo started the season very well. 9 goals, 7 assists in the league, 3 goals, 2 assists in the Europa League. Not only him, Simmons as well. 8 goals, 3 assists in the league. Veerman has done well. Still has a few goals. Vertesen as well has a few goals. So you're a goal scoring team in the Dutch league. You're the highest scorers after 10 games played, 1 point behind Ajax.
Yes.
As much as you say up and down, it looks all right at the moment.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago we beat Feyenoord in the league, and then we were we're really positive. Then after the international break, we lost to a team who hadn't scored a goal at home. 3-0 we lost. So that was So a lot of people were saying there's going to be a big crisis at PSV. But then we kicked on from that game, especially Gakpo in form now again. Simmons, he's been really good. We signed him on a free. So maybe he's even going to the World Cup with us now.
Yeah.
So yes, really young, exciting player. And Sangare as well. I don't know if you know him.
Centre mid.
Ivorian centre mid. I thought he was going to leave as well this summer, but luckily he stayed with us. I would even recommend him at Arsenal, I think he's a bit like Saka, as a 6 or an 8,
Yeah.
He can score a goal. He has good long shot. So yeah, I can see him. He said also he wanted to go to the Prem. So I can see him like for a West Ham or even a top six club maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard his name over the last 2-3 years, maybe being linked to various Premier League clubs, including us. Maybe not necessarily linked, but one that the fans have picked out as someone that maybe can come in as an option, rotation, depth. Like you say, you watch Arsenal, so you know midfield how light we are in certain
Yes,
areas.
I
So
know. Yeah.
that is another one, maybe potentially on the move. But
Mm.
in the Europa League, you dropped that 1 point at, well, not at, you was at home against Bodo, I believe.
Yes, that was a really bad game from us. Vertessen, he missed an open goal, and then out of nothing they scored 1-0. And with a bit of luck, we scored 1-1. At the end, we could have even lost it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was really angry with that result because yeah, I think it's almost impossible to be first in the group now. Especially, I think if you beat us, we almost can't go above you. Then you have to lose to Zurich at home, and I really don't see that happening. So, but
But I do look at your lineups in the first 3 games on Mike, and you've gone considerably stronger than Arsenal have tended to go in this Europa League group stage, and potentially that's where you find some success.
yeah, I hope. I don't know if you know about it, what the lineup's gonna be for Arsenal on Thursday.
No, a lot of people are assuming that Arteta's going to go a bit stronger than he usually does because it is PSV. It is the best team in the group. You are second, and like you said, a win Thursday at the Emirates puts us 5 points ahead of you. So
Yeah.
it more or less confirms first place, unless we just collapse in the last 2 games. So I'm interested to see. Obviously, we've just had that performance against Leeds where a lot of people are either saying take them all out of the lineup and give them the week off, but some are saying put them back in and give them the chance to lift their performance level before Southampton on
Yeah,
Sunday. So it's really hard to say right now, Mike, what Arteta's going to do. Even last Thursday, I feel like the majority of us looked at the starting lineup and said that's actually stronger than we all expected. It wasn't the strongest by far, but I'm assuming he's going to do a bit similar this Thursday. I think you look at Jesus on Sunday and maybe that injury concern previously, maybe it wasn't the game for him. Maybe it was a bit too early for him because he wasn't his usual self. So I don't think we'll be seeing him. And our top scorer in the Europa League is Eddie Nketiah, albeit with 2 goals in 3 games. I assume he'll lead the line. Saka started last week. He got the winner.
yeah,
But I don't think he'll start this game against PSV. But what do I know? You know, it's on
yeah.
Arteta. It's on Arteta. So we'll see. Because Marquinhos has also stepped in the Europa League
Yeah,
and
he
one goal.
scored against Zurich, right?
Yeah,
Away. Yeah,
yeah.
yes.
So, Mike, I can't help you, man. I don't know what the lineup's going to be.
Yeah,
I'm sure you lot will definitely be going strong for this game.
yeah. We definitely we play our strongest team. Our I don't know if you know him. Our English winger, Noni Madueke.
No,
Have you heard of him? Yeah,
no.
he played. Yeah, I know you don't like them for Tottenham, and we picked him up. And especially last season, he was starting to get really good. Tottenham even wanted to buy him back, but he got injured from October to like February, and then he got injured again. And this season he got injured again. So on Thursday he'll be on the bench. I hope he'll get some minutes because he's like a year ago he was better than Gakpo, for example, and
Oh, yeah.
he's like 20, 21. So I expect a lot from him. Maybe not Thursday, but I hope he will play the next Thursday
Does he
at
play the
home.
same wing, the same
A
side?
right winger. He's a right winger.
That's
Quick.
where Simmons is playing this season, right?
Yeah. So I don't think he'll start, but maybe substitute.
Yeah.
And yeah, our striker Luc de Jong. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah. Of course, I know Luke.
Yeah,
He
for
was at Newcastle,
Barcelona.
wasn't he?
Yeah, Newcastle. He
Yeah,
was
but
really bad there. But
yeah.
last season at Barcelona, he scored a few last minute winners.
Hmm.
And yeah, for us, he's like a legend. He scored more than 100 goals.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he got injured again at the beginning of this season. But I'll expect him to be back at our ground in the
Yeah.
Netherlands. So yeah, he's an important player for us.
And I've seen El Ghazi's name pop up as well. Another
Yes,
player that the Premier League's familiar with.
yeah. He scored 2 goals on Saturday or
Yeah.
Sunday. So I don't think he'll start, but he'll definitely get subbed on. And yeah, he's a decent player. So I don't know. I hope we can get a draw Thursday.
Yeah.
I'll be really glad with that.
Well, let's kind of move on to the game then. Assuming you go with a strong lineup, and it's really hard to say what Arsenal will do. Um, it's hard to say what Arsenal will do in any position, but let's say the key battles, Mike. I like to talk about a key battle for you guys. If you was to nick a point at the Emirates or possibly get a win, who are you looking at to have a big game?
Yeah, obviously Gakpo. Yeah, I think if we want to score a goal, he's the guy to do that. But I think an underrated player, you mentioned him, Veerman, Joey Veerman.
Yeah,
He's my favorite. He can really, when we're under pressure, switch the play with a good pass. I
yeah,
expect a lot from him as well. And yeah, our goalie, Benitez,
yeah,
he's been a bit shaky this season, like 2 or 3 clean sheets. But last season he kept the most clean sheets in League 1. He played for Nice. So yeah, he's a decent goalie. But I'm a bit scared for our back line, especially our left back, Max,
yeah.
German player. He's really shaky, even
Okay,
against the Eredivisie wingers. So even if Marquinhos plays, it's going to be really scary for us.
a
So
problem.
yeah.
You mentioned you've watched Arsenal this season quite a bit. In terms of threats from Arsenal and players in particular you're worried about, tell me about a couple that you'd prefer not to see on the starting lineup this Thursday.
Especially Jesus and Saka,
Yeah,
but even like Saliba, outstanding this season.
monster.
Yeah, so
Martinelli's
but
another one.
Martinelli, yes, also really good, really quick. I always wondered, like 2 years ago, he didn't really start. Always was a sub, a lot of injuries as well. But I always saw potential in him. And
Yeah,
yeah, Saka, like every year he gets better and better. It was really weird that he was eighth yesterday in the
yeah,
Kopa.
yeah.
I think at least top 3. Like he's way better than Gavi at this point. That was really,
Yeah,
and
I even think Gavi winning it when you look at Bellingham,
yeah,
Musiala, and there's always politics in that award, you
yeah,
know. So in every award, to be honest, there's politics
yeah,
behind it. But yeah, Saka was the highest placed young Premier League player. He was the only one in the top 10,
yes,
which is an achievement on its own. He England's men's player of the year as well, not under 21 player of the year, men's player of the
yeah,
year.
yeah, and deserved as well.
Yeah.
Uh, he should start at the World Cup for sure.
I, I tend to agree with that, but at the same time, I always see players go play for England, and every tournament they come out of it, negative headlines, pressure
Yeah,
on their back, fans onto them. So I just think the less people that get picked for me, the better. But obviously they want to play there, so I
yeah,
get it. It's a balance. It's a
mhm,
balance from wanting to play, represent your country, and reach the World Cup and world stage, or as a fan, do you just want? For Ben White, for example, a lot of
yeah.
people complaining about Ben
Was
White not being.
really underrated this season at right back even. Yeah,
Yeah. And now Reece James is out injured and Kyle Walker's out injured from the World Cup. I'm assuming Ben White's going to go, but
yeah,
I'm not one of those fans that are saying he should start, Ramsdale should start, everyone should start, because England's England, Arsenal's Arsenal. And
yeah,
going into that World Cup, it looks like Arsenal will be in the top 2, top 3, to say the least. It depends on the next 4 games, but they look favourable at the moment. And I just want to come out of that World Cup period and head into that, Boxing Day game, January, with our heads still high
yeah.
and not having a knock-on effect from any bad World Cup performances. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. What do you think about the World Cup anyway, since we mentioned it? Who's your favourites for it?
Oh yeah, I think Brazil. If I have to pick a team, the really Vinicius and Neymar, and a lot of countries they have a lot of injuries, but I don't really know a Brazil player who's injured, and their attack, like
Hmm.
Jesus doesn't even get picked and Martinelli for the
Yeah,
squad, which
yeah,
is insane to me. But I
yes,
watched Anthony a lot last season, but I think both Arsenal players are much better than him. But yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So
they both.
I was gonna then ask you, who do you want to win it? But I assume that would
Yeah,
be
obviously, Holland.
if it wasn't Netherlands, who would you want to win it?
I actually like England. I
Okay.
know a lot of foreigners that don't like England to win it. I
Yeah.
was watching with my friends the Euro final, and I was the only one who supported England. So yeah,
Okay.
And I'm a Ronaldo fan, so I would like Portugal as well.
See, I want Argentina because I'm a Messi
Okay.
fan.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think that would be the perfect way to kind of cap off his career. But you know what? When you look at this tournament, 3 previous Ballon d'Or winners are retiring after this tournament.
Yeah.
Ronaldo, Messi, and Lewandowski. It's a massive, massive final tournament.
I assume Modric as well.
Oh, Modric as well.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
4 Ballon d'Or winners.
And maybe Benzema. I don't know. I hope you'll go on a
No,
bit
you're
longer.
right. You're right. Because I doubt, because what Benzema's what, 30?
Yeah, 34 or something.
34, yeah. Well, fuck it. The last 5 Ballon d'Or winners will be in their last World Cup potentially. That's crazy. That's crazy. But listen, we'll enjoy it for what it is. It's a bit of a weird time during mid-season, but with Arsenal flying high and PSV flying high in their own league at the moment, I think the break will be a welcome break to kind of sit back and just enjoy it for what it is while you know your club is returning near enough the top of the table. Prediction time, Mike. I know you're not confident. You've put a little smile on there.
I mean, I'll go. Assuming you're not gonna start everyone, 2-2.
2-2, yeah? Cool.
Yeah, 2-2.
2-2.
I definitely think no matter what the score is gonna be, it will be a really high pressure game, a lot of intensity from both sides.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it will be a really good game.
I'm a bit worried about this game because if we don't go as strong as it's a tough one. It's a tough one for me because PSV are going to go strong. I look at your results against Zurich, for example, 5-0, 5-1. I look at our result and performance, and you can't just look at them games in isolation and take much from it. But I do know that PSV strong, quality players there that have been linked to Premier League moves that will be making Premier League moves in the not so distant future. This is a great chance for them to kind of showcase their talent.
Yeah.
Your top scorers in your league. I might want to see Arteta go strong, but at the same time, I don't want to sacrifice Southampton in our league form. I'm going to say 2-1 Arsenal, 2-1. Yeah. At the same time, I think this game will definitely be our most difficult. And that's saying something because Zurich at times was difficult. Bodo in the second leg especially. They should have
difficult game.
Yeah, exactly. So PSV know that a loss at the Emirates will pretty much, their destiny will be probably second place in the group. So it's a big one for you guys. It's a big one for us. You're going 2-2. I'm going 2-1. Mike, as we wrap it up, obviously, we'll touch base again next week before the return leg over there in Eindhoven. Let them know where they can find you, bro.
At PSV Fans News on Instagram, I post a lot of news and statistics about PSV. So yeah, you can. I'll always post my opinion as well. So you can find me on Instagram.
There you have it, people. Listen, usually I tag a channel link in the title, but my man's got an Instagram. I can't put an Instagram in the title, but what I'm going to do is put the Instagram in the first line of the description below. So go show some love to Mike's Instagram. That's at PSV Fans News. And news is spelled N-I-E-U-W-S. PSV Fans News. N-I-E-U-W-S. Like I said, I'll put the link in the description below. Mike, it's been a pleasure talking to you, my guy. We'll catch up again next week. We'll see where we're at.
Yes, thank you. It was an honor to be here. Watching AFTV for a long time now. So really
I appreciate the support, man. Appreciate it. Listen, the pleasure was all mine, man. Thank you for coming on. Like I said, it was last minute and you managed to turn it around well for us. Same again next week. I would say good luck for Thursday, but we'll see. All right, Mike. Love for the love, people. Hit the like button on the way out and leave us your thoughts in the comment section below. Predictions, lineups. How difficult do you think this game will be considering PSV's form, goal scoring abilities, and quality players throughout? Let us know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, people. Love for the love. We are out. Peace.
Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.